Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nick Williams Show. My name is Nick Williams. I'm an independent filmmaker and producer just in Boston, Mass. But it's live, so I can't redo that or retake it. Joining me in studio this evening is my wonderful and oh-so-lovely producer, Mr. Ed.
Hey, Nick, thanks for having me.
You sound a little different this evening. Why would that be?
Well, I think because I put my mouth right
You
against
sound
the
like
mic.
you are clamping your nasal and talking just like...
I'm actually not. I'm a little congested at the moment.
You are.
Yeah.
Edmund is sick, and he's coughing and hacking all over everything, so apologies in advance for the poor audio this evening.
Yeah.
Tonight's show, we're going to keep it a little light. There it is. We're already starting. I wish it was a joke. I wish this was like a shtick. I wish it was a gag. I wish it was something that we were doing. It's not. You haven't sneezed since you got here. You got here 2 hours ago. You haven't sneezed one time. Now the show starts, you've sneezed twice.
I don't know what to do.
This is a joke?
It's not a joke.
We're live. Thousands of people will see this episode.
Well, maybe they can send me some Dayquil or something.
What they should send me is an application to be a producer. If anybody out there wants the job, you have the job. I've said it multiple times.
Yeah, have you got
the day
any
that
inquiries?
we get the applications for producer.
No applications yet?
We've had a lot of them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
A lot of them. Anyway, the stream this evening, we're going to be talking about my top 10 reasons that I despise the filmmaking industry. Although I don't really despise it. These are just 10 things that if they didn't exist, honestly, I wouldn't even have to do a show. I could do a show on each one of these topics. I think I'm just going to list them all off in one for now. If you feel out there in movie-making land as though I have missed one of your top 10, if you think, no, number 3 should have been, and it's not one of these on this list, please leave it in the chat if you're watching live, or leave it in the comment section if you're not watching live. Ed?
Yeah, I have a quick question.
Hold on.
Okay.
Before we get started here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because YouTube is the only thing that matters in anyone's life ever these days. And subscribers allow me to continue complaining and making lists of tens of things that I don't like. Ed, did you have a question?
Yeah, so this order of 10, is it like number 1 is like the most hated and 10
No,
is like...
these are 10. That's a great question, Edmund. Let me allow you to do it again. Let's take 2, and I will allow you to finish the question. Go ahead.
So yeah, my question is...
What's your question, Ed?
My question is, the list of 10, is it like number 1 your most hated and 10 is like your least hated, although you still hate it? Or is it just 10 things that you hate about film?
These are just 10 in no specific order. Great question. These are just 10 things about if you'll notice, I'm a big culture guy. Big cultural culture guy. Singular culture, not multicultural. Just one.
Just one film culture.
One film culture. The indie film culture. The only film culture that should matter is the indie film culture. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, these are just 10 at random things that I don't particularly find wonderful about the film industry. Now, if you agree with them, show some love. Don't be afraid to jump right in there and be like, yeah, I also don't like these. But if you disagree, please, I beg you, please tell me I'm wrong. Let's start with number 1, shall we? Go 1 through 10, again, in no specific order of hatred. It's equal hate. That was a big thing, and that was a big thing in my family. We hate everybody equally. We hate everything equally. We make fun of and spread the hate equally. Number 1, gatekeeping disguised as standards. I'm going to be a master. That's all I could think of whenever I say the word disguise. Is pistachio. Disguising. Pistachios. The girlfriend that he had. Fantastic film, by the way.
Which film?
And Master of Disguise.
Great film.
Fantastic film. It's not cinema, if it's not on par with Pistachio Disguise and Master of Disguise. Dana Carvey, underrated, great year for film. 2000 and whenever that one came out.
5? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Edmund, how do you feel when people think that it's like, oh, you have to be in film festivals, you have to get grants, you have to, these studios are pretending about the quality when it's really about connections, pedigree, politics. A big example of this would be something very recent within the last couple of years. I think it was last year, actually, or maybe 2024. The Academy, Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the Academy that votes on things like the Academy Awards. They just came out at their 94th or 95th Academy Awards that all of the voting members have to actually watch all of the films that they're voting on. Before that, for 90 years, it was not required that anyone in the Academy had actually had to watch any of the films they were voting on for Best Picture of the Year and things of that nature. Now it's a thing. They all got to watch them. But that, to me, is a prime example of, well, it's an industry standard. These are the standards of, this is, if you want to be successful, if you want to make movies that are winning Oscars, these are the standards. And so it becomes this gatekeepy, political, and I don't mean like Trump v. Kamala political. I mean like, do you know this producer? Do you know that? Like, do you know this person? You know that person? Did you, whatever? Because if you don't, then you're not going to win an Oscar. And it's like, well, what if the film really is the greatest film ever? It doesn't matter. This is also part of the reason Leonardo DiCaprio has won one Oscar in his entire career, which is insane to me.
Which film was that?
The Revenant. The Revenant. Yep. So you had him at, what was he, 15, 16 years old when he was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape? He's very young.
Yeah, he was very young.
Like maybe younger than that, maybe like 12. I'm not kidding, but he was playing a disabled person, and it was a flawless performance. It was really, really good. And no Oscar, no nothing. Then you had, of course, Jack Dawson from Titanic. No Oscar. No Oscar. Wolf of Wall Street, no Oscar. Again and again and again and again, no Oscar. Revenant, he gets thrown around by a CG bear, and people are like, fuck off.
Haven't
I can't
seen it.
stand it.
Master of Disguise was 2002.
Yeah, Master of Disguise is better than The Revenant. Okay?
I actually do remember a fun fact from the film, but
Which film?
Master of Disguise.
Please.
So when they were filming
Number 2. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go. What?
I think
Nobody watches this shit. Go.
Remember when he's in his turtle costume?
Am I dirtily enough? Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, that's when the plane hit. Well, one of the planes hit the Twin Towers, so they had a moment of silence while he was in his turtle costume, and apparently that happened.
They were filming the Turtle Club scene on 9/11.
I believe so. Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
I will look it up. I think I read it on
Dana
the
Carvey sucked his arms into that turtle costume on 9/11. That's insane. Number 2, it kind of goes into the end of that gatekeeping disguised as standards one, is the who you know economy. Everybody says talent matters and everything matters. Yeah, until it doesn't. Okay? And then people getting hired because of relationships over skill. We see this with all the Nepo babies in Hollywood. And did you know what? What is that? Totally read that immediately. What do you have right there? What is that?
avclub.com. Yes, Dana Carvey prayed about 9/11 while in his Master of Disguise.
What does that mean?
suit.
He prayed? Like prayed for 9/11 to happen?
Quote, I'm dressed as the turtle man, and I'm holding hands, and I'm lowering my head and praying, and I just thought at the
lowering
moment...
his head into his shell. Into his shell. He didn't say he's lowering his head.
And I'm lowering my head and praying, and I just thought at the moment, this is very strange.
It's called a terrorist attack, you fucking... Of course it's strange. It doesn't happen every day. Idiot.
Sorry, number 2.
He was in the turtle outfit. You know. How do you do? Yeah, the Master of Disguise. That one was a stretch for me looking back because I recently rewatched that movie, and the Turtle Club is the Turtle Club. I know because you know why I do this though? Because I got a comment that said, "Do we need to have all the asides?" I like asides. Okay, who just wants a steak? I need potatoes. I need some asparagus, maybe.
Yeah, buttered asparagus.
I like asides.
Me too.
I like a side of potato. Okay? The Turtle Club is a private men's club where they serve cigars, rolled Chesterfield leather chairs, high back chairs. Master of Disguise hears that it's a turtle club and dresses like a literal turtle. Turtle. That's a bit of a stretch for me. Is it funny? Sure. When I was a child, I went and saw it in theaters. Hilarious. Hilarious. Moving right along. The who you know economy. People getting hired for nepotism. It creates a closed loop that shuts out hardworking filmmakers and actual real talent. Number 3, big corporate consolidation. That, to me, could have been the worst one. I cannot stand big corporate America. It's the most anti-American, most authoritarian. I just can't stand it. I can't stand it, and I can't stand that it is legal. I was watching a YouTube video recently. I should link it. But I was watching a YouTube video recently that talked about from the beginning of the filmmaking industry until now. And they were like, yeah, it was pretty crazy back then. There were 9 companies only that had control over all of the media creation. And it goes through all these different things. This person bought that person, then that one and bought that, and then they merged, and they bought that one, then Time Warner, and the Warner Brothers, and they became that one. And then we get to the very bottom, and it goes... And now there's 3 people that own all of the media. You go, what the fuck are we doing? How is this legal? You know what happens to a restaurant when it has tons of debt? They go out of business. That's it. When no one shows up at the restaurant, they don't sell their restaurant to somebody else, and then it's owned by... I mean, maybe they do. Big corporate, whatever. That should be illegal too. How do corporations get around that shit? Companies owning other companies. I mean, this is how they steal and launder money. I don't get it.
No,
and I really don't. And it's not like I don't understand the paperwork side of it. Like in theory, I understand it. But who said that was okay? Who said that was okay? They don't pay any tax anyway. So the mafia, as an example, gangbangers, mafia, those people... You can't do any of that stuff. We say that's illegal because you guys don't pay taxes. That's how they got Al Capone, as an example.
Yeah, tax evasion.
Right. Not for murders or anything like that. It was for tax evasion. But then when, like, Bezos, BlackRock, those fucking people, they pay no tax. And then it's like, oh, it's okay. That's fine. And you wonder why the whole industry is going toward AI and everything else, because it's easier, cheaper, and they can charge the same thing or more, and then it's all about profits. It's all about profits under the guise of, ooh, we have a duty to our shareholders. Yeah, well, your duty is a bunch of duty. Okay? Number 4, the illusion of opportunity. This is why I always preach that we need to create our own structures, our own infrastructure here on the East Coast. Listen, I do these videos for the masses, sure. I want everybody to be entertained if you're watching them. And by everybody, I mean every filmmaker out there in the U.S. But, like, dude, I'm talking at you. You know what I mean? I'm talking to my peeps on the East Coast. I'm talking to Maine, all the way down to Rhode Island. Everybody else is backseat. Keep it moving. You're more than welcome to stay. Keep it down. Keep it in the back. Thank you very much. If you're here on the East Coast with me, you know what I'm talking about because I've talked to all of you at length. I have a couple of lunch dates lined up with some of you, and we'll go in more depth. We got some big things we're rolling out this year. Subscribe. But the illusion of opportunity. The industry markets itself as accessible. Anyone can make it. It's so simple, Edmund. You put yourself $200,000 in debt. You go to Emerson. You go to NYU. You go to Full Sail University in Florida. You go to somewhere in LA that at one point Sarah Jessica Parker farted on a bench out front, and that makes it accredited film school. Steven Spielberg's assistant's daughter's assistant who gets coffee for, I don't know, Guy Ritchie's sibling, teaches there, and he like knows how to do things in film, and like he knows other celebrities, so you can learn a lot from him, apparently. That is literally the whole thing. That's it. That's the opportunity right there. The real path is expensive and unclear and gate-kept. Film school debt plus unpaid work equals being like 35 years old, sitting in somebody's studio pretending to produce a show for them.
Who's that?
I'm just saying that seems like a path that could happen for people who want to go into film, because there's no infrastructure, there's no direct path, there's no community access point, there's nowhere where you go after film school. You get your degree, and then there's nowhere where you like go to say, okay, I want to be in the industry now, right? Like as an example, when you leave medical school, you would go to where to apply for a job?
Hospital, maybe?
Right. If you got a degree in restauranteering, where would you go to apply for a job?
Maybe a restaurant.
Right. If you got a degree in corporate finance, something like that, or stock trading, where would you go for a job?
Wall Street.
Right. Where do you go for film if you live in Boston? Where would you go if you got a degree in filmmaking, film production, gripping, tight or loose, or both? Where would you go anywhere other than LA, where everything's gate kept, as we just talked about in numbers 1 and 2? So where would you go to get a job in filmmaking?
New York.
How would that work out for you? Where would you go?
Me?
Yeah, where would you suggest people apply in New York?
I don't know.
Oh, so you just go to New York City.
Yeah, that's where you make it big.
Yeah, there's nobody in New York right now. You just go. There's plenty of opportunity, plenty of room. I hear the apartments are quite large. And that new mayor they have, doing a great job.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
My friend graduated school with me, and he became J.J. Abrams' PA.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know why? I'm not going, oh, it's Billy or whoever. Because J.J. Abrams is the name we know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that J.J. Abrams had a PA, a personal PA.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he went to school for? Was how to be J.J. Abrams' PA?
No, I forget what he wanted. Maybe camera?
Maybe he wanted to be J.J. Abrams?
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
How's that working out for him?
He left.
Would you like me to wipe again, Mr. Abrams? You want me to wipe again? Oh, okay. Oh, you want to leave some there this time? Okay. Let me know should I flush, Mr. Abrams? Should I flush? The fuck out of here. J.J. Abrams, PA. Fuck off.
He couldn't take it, so he left.
So he spent all that money on school, and then...
I think his parents probably paid for his school. But yeah, he spent all that time, his parents' money, became J.J. Abrams' PA, and he was sick of being a PA, so he just quit. I mean, if I were in his shoes, I would take that opportunity to network on the Hollywood set around J.J. Abrams and work my way up. That's what I would do.
It's crazy. You probably would, except for the fact that you'd be J.J. Abrams' PA. So he'd be like, I need another coffee. This one's 2 degrees. I'm sorry, J.J. If you're a nice guy, I'm sure you're a nice guy. I don't know J.J. Abrams, but yeah, no, that's crazy. Number 5 is a little bit on the indie side, and it's a big one for me. The industry standard budgets for non-industry people, and I'm going to put 2 in 1, number 5, union level expectations for non-union projects. What are you laughing at?
I'm just thinking about my friend because people are We got a couple comments here.
Okay, good. Well, listen, we'll get to comments afterward. Okay? Okay? Industry standard budgets and for non-industry people and union level expectations for non-union projects. Edmund, have you ever been on a set where a director who has no idea what they're doing, just because they're new, not because they're bad, says to like a grip, or an AD says to a grip, hey, can you just sit in for this shot because the actors are getting their hair done or whatever it is, and we just got to frame this up real quick and get back to putting that light up in a second. And the grip turns around, looks at the director or the AD and goes, not my job. There's 5 people on set, on the crew. 5 people. That happened to me. I don't know if you could tell by the details of the story. That happened to me. Crew member turned around and I was like, hey, could you literally there was a chair and they were standing in front of the chair adjusting a light. Light was done. Hands went on the hips. They were looking at the light, examining the light fixture. Everything looked good, I guess. I don't know. I say, hey, bud, how you doing? Can you just pop down into frame really quick so we can frame up this shot? You're about the right height. You just pop down. Ooh, not my job. I'm G&E.
Was that a joke or?
Oh, I wish it was a joke.
It'd be funny. Joke it was for like a second.
Extremely early on in my career, and I went, wow, what a dick. You're a dick. He didn't like that very much, but it's a dick. What a dick thing to say on an indie set. You're on a fucking $10,000 feature film, and it's not your job. 1 of 5. 1 of 5. Very shortly becomes 1 of 4. Let me tell you, nowadays, that just does not work for me. Do you have any... Okay, cough it out. Sorry, folks. You should have a little graphic that pops up that goes, turn your volume down a minute. Edmund's hacking. You ever have an experience like... I'm sorry. You ever have an experience like that? Or generally speaking, not naming names, we're not putting people on blast.
I don't know.
You've never been on any set where there was a union type person, even younger years, you've never had an experience where people thought that they were like, I'm Hollywood.
No, I mean, one of my first PA gigs, I tried to help people with some light stands, and they said, oh, it's union, so don't touch anything. So I'm like, all right, that's about it.
But was it a union set?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then it doesn't fucking... Then you're an idiot for touching their stuff.
Well,
what are you doing?
asked.
Yeah, big sets, they have standards and rules. It's like OSHA. Big deal. Big problem. When there's 5 people on set, you do everything. You say, how can I help? And can I do more to get this fucking production done? People just show up, smoke break, they do whatever the fuck they want. Film festival, number 6, film festival culture being overhyped. I think this is a huge one. You pay thousands of dollars spent on submissions for little or no return to festivals that claim that they are like Oscar nomination, Academy Award qualifying is what they say on like Film Freeway. A 90% rejection rate on everything. It's all a big cash grab. It's unbelievably bullshit. And then when you go to these festivals, the red carpet is a red doormat in front of a step and repeat that looks like their 6-year-old daughter made it the night before.
Oh, that's nice.
This is mom. This is dad. It's the kind of step and repeat where, let's say it was a landscape, you'd have the green grass on the bottom of the thing, big white space in the middle, and then blue strip across the top because the sky is up there. That's where the sky is. Looks like a floating ocean. You ever see kids draw pictures like that, Ed?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's what the step and repeats look like at these festivals that cost $30, $40. Oh, late fee, $80 to get into this one.
Ooh, don't want to be late.
Then you show up and you go, what in the fuck? Oh, this is so... Because then you paid the money. You paid the money. You're one of the 10% that got in. And so you get to this festival and you go, they care. They care about me and my film. And I'm so grateful. And they're not grateful. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. And you have to pretend to care because it's one of the 3 places that your film got into. and the 90 other places that you spent 10 grand submitting to rejected you, but kept your money and don't give a flying fucking shit if they ever see or hear from you ever again. You know, it's one of those things.
Didn't somebody ask to plug their, no? Didn't somebody ask you to maybe plug their film?
I did recently get asked
Okay.
to plug a film festival.
Which one?
One I'm not going to plug.
Okay.
Because it's not a New England film festival.
Okay.
That's the number one reason. Number two, so this is the thing. Pretty much, I will say this. If you're asking me to do something for you, I put work in, a little bit. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But this is what I do. I do my little Nick Williams show, whatever it is, and I have filmmakers and people who make films, couple of grips, toss in a couple of PAs. Would love to throw in some more students who actually give a shit about what they want to do once that. You know what? Students don't care. You guys are fucking idiots. Let me explain why. Not all of you, but most of you. You just are. You just are. You don't like me. That's fine. 2 years from now, you go, oh, I'm an idiot. I should have listened to it. And then they go, bing. See, told you, you're an idiot. Now, listen. Film students, for the most part, should be listening to the show. They don't listen to a show like this, partially because I'm the only show out there that exists. This is why you should subscribe, because I'm the only filmmaking podcast on the internet today that tells you like it is. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Have them subscribe. It's just true. Okay? Let's be honest. I like to be honest. I don't click subscribe to people because I feel like it's necessary. I don't promote other people because I feel like I want them to be part of the community. I don't care. Okay? I don't care about the gimmickiness that some people do. You know, I don't care. I don't care about gimmicks. I care about the future of this industry going to AI and bullshit and fakeness, and I care about making movies. Now, the second that film students get the bill for film school, when those deferred payments start coming in.
Yeah, 6 months after you graduate.
Then they go, fuck, I should have started. What did Nick say? I don't have time. Do I have to? Oh, he's live? Oh, fuck. Let's try and can we get the film students a little bit earlier? Welcome, Class A Day, Nicholas Williamo. That's what this is. Time for the real world class. I'm Profe Nick. Okay? From now on, Profe Nick in the lower third. We don't use a lower third here because it's all about me. Only one lower third would be needed, and so we skip it. Okay. Festival culture overhyped. The stigma around low-level platforms. I don't even like that I called it low-level platforms, but it's just a way for people to understand. Number 7, the stigma around low-level platforms. So you know how today actors, famous actors, big-name actors, they'll do series on HBO Max or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But remember the stigma back in the day? Like George Clooney on ER, soap opera. But he wanted to be a movie actor really bad. And those two, like, pedestals of fame, they really never crossed paths.
Yeah.
Like you either won an Emmy or you won an Oscar, but you never got both, or the people never interchanged.
Right.
Nowadays, they interchange. You know where they don't interchange yet? They will someday. They'll listen. Guys, everything I'm saying, I'm talking about 25 years from now, okay? I'm talking about when, by the time it happens, you'll say, shit, Nick's been talking about this for 25 fucking years, Monday night, every night, in his studio. Is he ever going to get a new background? And the answer is no, because when something is quality, you don't change it. All right, so what was I saying? Something I started talking about myself, and I got so excited. I just
Oscars
forgot.
and Emmys, how they're on the
Right.
pedestal.
So when I say lower level platforms, what I'm talking about is things like this, like YouTube. 10, 20 years from now, you're going to start seeing, and they already do it a little bit. I would say they have like some, like, you heard about the greatest podcast ever made. What's her name? Won an Emmy for the greatest podcast ever made, ever, Amy Poehler.
Oh, good for her.
You sound surprised. You didn't hear about her?
I didn't hear about this, no.
She won a daytime something for best. She has like the most everest downloaded podcast ever in history. If you haven't heard of Amy Poehler, what are you, from Mars? Everybody. She's that bald dude who sits in the... Oh, it's Joe Rogan.
Oh,
right,
yes, Joe
right.
Rogan.
But Amy Poehler won a fucking award because Hollywood just rewards itself over and over and over again. And the real way that wall was kind of broken down and that everybody started realizing this was when the internet and places like YouTube started getting millions and millions and billions of monthly views. And Hollywood just became more expensive and kept like being self-aggrandizing. And nobody really gives a shit anymore. It's like, oh, you guys have a lot of money. We get it. Oh, and you're going to tell us how to save the environment. But you guys, don't you play pretend on camera all day? Don't you like not know anything about fucking anything? Don't you guys need like multiple takes to remember lines and say them on camera? Don't you guys have like people with a script who if you just go, line, they'll just say your next line for you? What do you do again that's like really impressive? Oh, nothing? You fucking play pretend with cameras all day? Like this? Right. Why the fuck would I listen to you about the environment as you get on your private jet and destroy the fucking environment? Now, I'm not saying that to downplay actors. I think actors have a very difficult job. And I think that they do it very, very well, some of them. Some of them fucking don't. My God. But my point is that let's call a spade a spade. Let's say this is what we do. We play pretend. None of it's real. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is whatever is in the frame. Anything outside the frame doesn't fucking matter, okay? But that's the truth. Our job is to be entertaining. If you're entertaining, you're very good. People go, oh, I don't really like that person, but on that show, he's so funny. That's your fucking job, is to be that. You know what I mean? Amy Poehler, nobody knows who Amy Poehler is, except for people who love white female comedians. So if you're someone who loves white female comedians, you probably know who Amy Poehler is. I like to diversify beyond that. That's me personally. So that's all, folks. What was that, number 7? Oh, yeah. So be nice to the YouTube people. A lot of, community access TV, local media, YouTube being looked down on, kind of shitty. Meanwhile, these are the actual places where people can create and grow and create infrastructure and start actually solidifying careers and start building things up. But everybody keeps looking at Hollywood like they're the greatest things ever. We are keeping a little lightweight tonight. We are. We're just kind of going with the flow because Edmund is sick. And so I'm doing whatever I can to make him almost laugh and then have to cough/sneeze. And then I have an excuse to get mad at him. Mm-hmm. I'm really not a fan, surprisingly, I'm really not a fan of the snobbery over practicality. Okay? We can pretend to be snobby. It's funny when you pretend to be snobby, but then it's like, okay, well. Okay, anyway. The gear of number 8, the gear obsession over storytelling. Can we not? Can we get back? Can we just bring it back to the thing that like normies care about? Because normies will pay our bills. It's cute. And I've heard that a lot of, well, maybe some women too, but I've heard a lot of young men will do this. Young men.
Will do what?
They get together, and then they'll huddle around a computer, and they'll type in, Ari Alexa, Mini. And then, when they're looking at the Ari Alexa Mini together, maybe the film students, young male film students will gather around a computer, and they'll talk about this shot or that shot in a film. I was going to go such a bad direction with that, and I'm just going to pull back on it because it's too much for YouTube and the youthful minds. They're not ready. They're not ready for the full Nick Williams humor and satirical ways. But, yeah, so sometimes DPs will get together or cinematographers or people like that, directors, whoever, and they obsess because we like films. And they'll obsess over gear and everything else. They'll go, oh, what did you shoot that on? If you're watching a movie and you ever have to say to yourself, what did you shoot that on? The story is so bad that whatever the answer is you're wrong. You shouldn't have shot the movie at all. It's a horrendous story, and you've wasted your time. Getting cool shots does not a good DP make, in my opinion. A good DP, a good editor, a good director means that the audience doesn't even know you exist. That was the whole thing with movie magic and everything else. If Roger Deakins says this, if I do my job right, the audience doesn't even know I exist. That's a good editor. That's a good DP. That's a good storyteller. And if the audience is leaving, and I mean the general public is leaving your film and saying, that was so cool, the shot that you got with the, what, you go, yeah, but the mom in the story had cancer, and like that, didn't that make you want to like cry? You go, there's a mom in the story? I was just thinking about the drone footage that you just shot and put in everything throughout the whole. Bad. That's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. It's not good. Fuck. Number 9, the myth you have. Oh. The myth.
The legend.
The sunshine myth. The myth that you have to, that geographical location will determine your success rate in filmmaking. You have to move to LA in order to be a filmmaker. Edmund, what are some reasons people would move to LA to be a filmmaker?
It's more of a community there.
Is there?
There's many more.
Are you sure? Pretty sure you were the one behind the camera very recently. We just shot a whole bunch of interviews that we posted online.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need more of a community than what we have here? And is it just not growing fast enough for you, Edmund? Maybe you could rub it a little bit. It'll grow faster. That's so funny. That's beyond funny. That's meta funny. Go.
There's more film schools out there.
Right. More ways to spend your money. What's your big one, though?
What?
That's your big reason for why it's important to move to LA to be a filmmaker is the LA has.
Well, that's not the reason to be a filmmaker.
It's the one you said.
Yeah.
It's the why would people move to LA to be in the film industry? And when I asked you privately one time, and
a while ago,
yeah, and your answer was,
"Oh
well, people move to LA because the weather."
Yeah,
fuck off.
The weather's great there.
Yeah, but you're 50.
I'm getting there.
Quicker than some of us. And you're still here. Why? You don't like nice weather?
No, I was gonna move there in 2020, and then
what happened?
COVID
what happened in 2020?
COVID happened.
One would think it'd be easier to move during that. No?
Not to find a job.
And then what happened in 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and now in 26?
I found jobs here in Boston.
You don't say?
Yeah.
So the jobs you found here in Boston outweighed the sunshine. Did you know that California is not even the sunshine state?
Which state is that?
I'm pretty sure California is the golden state.
Yeah.
No? Yeah, sunshine state is Florida.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Florida.
Do you know what Massachusetts is?
It is not the Granite State, because that's New Hampshire. It's the Bay State.
Bay State,
yes. Yes, it is the Bay State. By the bay.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of gulls. New York has a lot of bagels. I'm trying. And if we're honest, Florida could be the bagel state, okay? Florida's got a lot of them. A lot of bagels. A lot of bagels. Love a bagel. We love a bagel. Who doesn't love boiled bread?
Asiago.
Everything. I thought you were going to name another one. We're having fun tonight. Oh, man. The myth to moving to LA. Yeah, geographic elitism is still lingering. We're ignoring regional scenes like New England that are growing at paces beyond fathomability. You have no idea. And you think I say this just because it's, oh, Nick, here we go again. New England is just growing. The New England filmmaking scene since 2020 has like quintupled because no one can afford to go live in their car in Los Angeles. because the rental fees for a parking space in LA are like $75 million a year. So people just live in their car here with their grip gear. They sleep on Apple boxes and C-stands.
Fernie pads.
Right. I don't even know what that is. Not my job. Not my job, not my department. But yeah, that's the whole thing of it, is that the geographical location now, I love it because not only on the one hand do you have Hollywood elitism that is pricing out people from actually participating in filmmaking, but people are like, well, I just spent all this money on a degree or whatever, and I still want to make movies. And they are still making movies. They're just doing it here in New England. So if you want to make movies too, you should live here. And if you're an actor and you ever want to do any sort of character study, just go to Encore Casino and sit down quietly and listen. And anybody who says anything, that could be a character in a movie. Oh my God. Number 10, last one, and then we can get into some fun comments that we can read after. The lack of real infrastructure. This is the most important one. The lack of real infrastructure for indie filmmakers. There's no clear ladder from beginner to working professional. There's no consistent support systems, unions, or organizations at the indie level. Everything is, oh, you want to be in the PGA? Got to be XYZ. Want to be in the DGA? XYZ. You want to be in the local, whatever the how many of the grippity grappity? You got to be in the X, you know what I mean? And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. But on the indie level, on the everyday level, the fresh out of college level, there isn't a lot of indie organizations to help people. And yet we live in a very gig-like economy, both for the acting and talent side and the behind the camera side. Not a lot of indie help. So everyone is just kind of figuring it out in isolation, which then creates one of the things that I hate the most in the whole entire world, which is these little mean girl cliques. It's very girly and gay. They say this is a male-dominated industry, but everybody's walking around acting like a fucking high school girl. It's very annoying. It's like clicky. Me and my three friends, we make these movies, and we don't do anything with those three people. It's like, fuck off, dude. What are you talking about? We should all be no wonder not people aren't more successful. Imagine if we all sucked it up and worked together. Again, you don't have, like, what is it about these like people that don't understand? It's because they're filmmakers, and so they've never had a real job. And they don't think of filmmaking. They think of it as their passion, not their job, which is why they don't get paid to do it as their career. Because anything you treat, whether it's your passion or your career, anything you treat like a side hobby, side hustle will always forever be a side hobby, side hustle. And you'll always be wiping J.J. Abrams' ass the rest of your entire life, pretending that someday you'll get to be him if you just wipe it good enough. J.J. Abrams, friend of the show. Big friend. We love little J.J. My point is, if we were to look at it and go, that film that person made is really good. That film that person made is really good. They don't even know each other or like each other. I would love to get them together in a room and make a film with all three of us. You got to be the connection, be the point, be the thing that makes people want to work together with you, etc. I had a few other notes here that kind of played onto that a little bit. I don't know, Edmund. I feel like it's boring stuff. Is it educational? Is it boring? Is it good? Is it bad? Give me something.
It's very educational. You don't have two more?
Whenever you say it's like very educational, it means it's no good.
No, it's good.
Have you disagreed with anything I've said?
No.
Okay, so what do we do about it? What do we do about it? What do we do? We should be building regional networks. And think about these little seeds that I'm dropping over the next like few or 5 months, because I'm going to refer to this episode quite a bit. Building regional networks, using community access, YouTube as infrastructure. We need to be creating trainings. We need to be creating our own ecosystem instead of waiting for permission to be a part of an ecosystem based in nepotism and ways that we don't even want to, that they don't even want us to be in there in the first place. And once we get in, we go, I didn't want to wipe acid. I wanted to make movies. Are you done yet? And then people quit. So it's like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to make movies. How do we make movies, get paid to do it, have it be our career? That's what we need to start focusing on, is connecting. We need to have a through line that connects all of us, from student to professional, from DP, industry, professional, to little indie, first-timer, whatever. These are things that are going to be coming out in the near future, and I'm telling you, it is going to change the absolute fucking world. But I can't talk about it all just yet. I just want you to make sure that you subscribe. Or don't. Be a loser your whole life. Go ahead, Edmund. What do we got? Be like Edmund. Say you're going to move somewhere and then don't.
No, I'm glad I moved to LA.
I'm very glad.
Yeah.
I'm very glad you didn't move to LA, because if you did, we'd be fucked. We wouldn't have anything. Do we have things?
Running Scared Motion Pictures.
Oh, no way. Josh, what's going on, big boy?
The backlight looks great, my dudes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Nick actually just kind of moved that.
I
before
did.
we
I
started
adjusted
shooting,
it
so.
just before we turned on the thing. What else we got? Read all of them. I want to hear people laughing.
Jish.mp4.
Thank you, Jish, for being here. Didn't even promote. By the way, if you're watching tonight, I didn't even promote it on the Instagram. So you guys, the people watching tonight, you're the real ones. I just want you to know. The people watching, because I didn't even put it on my story. And this is actually a very, as funny and cutesy and whatever the fuck I'm being tonight, this is actually an important episode to me, because these are the things that I'm looking to change. If these things that I'm talking about tonight didn't exist, I wouldn't even have to do a fucking show. I think I said that in the beginning, but if I didn't, just said it now. So this stuff is very important to me. You guys are the real ones for being here. Go ahead, continue. Tell me what Jish said.
Being J.J. Abrams' PA is not a flex. That's the same job Kathleen Kennedy had back when she was useful.
Yes. Which one's Kathleen Kennedy?
I don't know who Kathleen Kennedy is.
Just tell me who Kathleen Kennedy is again. Give me context on that one. Everything else is fine. Still love you, and that's great. I know who Kathleen Kennedy is, but I don't remember. So help me.
I think when you said what's up to Running Scared Motion Pictures, he said nothing, man, just scoping the show.
Oh, dope. Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I'm just complaining and yelling out loud.
And
this is what I do.
We have a new one from Bottom Feeder 9829.
Yo, where have you been? Did you see that? I censored myself. Where have you been? Because I wasn't like angry about it. So I was just like, yeah, I feel like Bottom Feeder did some cool shit the other day. Yeah. I saw, some scary looking, cool looking pew-pewing. It's YouTube. I got to be careful. But he was using Bottom Feeder. Tell me about that. Can you like HMU and tell me about that? He was on like an action film set with a pew-pew.
Was it blank
with some
firing?
muzzle flashes. What?
It was blanks?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
like,
cool.
paka, 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 paka. It looked really cool.
Nice.
It was some cool stuff. And he was masked up. He looked like an ICE agent. I'm kidding. It's a joke. He didn't detain American citizens. All right, go ahead.
Oh, man. Bottom Feeder says the indie cliques do exist, and they are unwittingly stifling themselves. The talent that exists outside of those small communities could boost productions to new creative heights.
It's true. It really is true. We need to act like bees and cross-pollinate. We need to jump in. If you're not a horror person, go work on a horror set. If you're not a comedy person, stay where you are. If you're a comedy person, you think you're funny, stop. Please stop. Please. My God. The pity laughs. Can we stop with the fucking pity laughs? Can we just be honest? How many times have you sat in a theater where it's like, oh, this is a comedy film or whatever, and you're looking around, and people going, and you're like, I don't laugh if it's not funny.
Yeah, same.
I just don't. And I am such, dude, you guys don't understand. I am such an easy fucking sell. I understand what it's like to have to sell people on things. I understand what it's like to have to sell people on things that they don't need or that they don't even want. I sold old used cars right out of high school. because I understand the work that goes into trying to sell somebody on something, I'm okay with the guy in the Godzilla suit stomping on toy buildings. I go, I get it. It's supposed to be Godzilla. Like, that's cool. Like, make your movie. Like, that's cool. Flex, do your thing. Get your bag. Do what you got to do. I'm an easy sell. But when something is not funny, there's a part of me that's like, not only am I not going to laugh, I'm going to think about, you know that song, Dumb Ways to Die? Yeah. Like, I am thinking in my head of 1001 ways to end my existence on this plane of existence. It's like so brutal to me when people laugh at unfunny things that are not fucking funny. I get angry. Go. You can't take anything I say seriously. I mean, you should take it seriously. Like, hear the note within the note, okay? Go ahead.
Yeah, Stephen Joyce, 6296.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dangerous, Stephen. Dangerous already. Dangerous already. Oh, I could say some fucking things right now. Go ahead, spit it out.
Steven says.
What did Steven say?
Kathleen Kennedy is a film producer and former president of Lucasfilm.
Oh, that's why I don't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. George Lucas is kind of the person. He's like a great example. I'm going to skip right the fuck over the Steven comment. I'm going to skip right the fuck over the Steven comment because I'm still waiting on a phone call from Steven. Okay. That's why. I'm still waiting on a phone call. And there were some lame excuses that were given as to why. Lame excuses like I was moving, except did you not know when you set up the phone call that you'd be moving that day? Sorry, Steven. Get a different YouTube name. Show up as somebody who's not your fucking name if you don't want me to call you on your bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I'll still take your phone call. I love you. But, like, what the fuck?
Jish.mp4. Kathleen Kennedy is, okay. Yeah, the head.
Hey, don't ever skip over Josh's comments, ever. Jish.mp4 said, what? I want to hear every syllable.
Kathleen Kennedy is the head of Lucasfilm, Star Wars. After the sale in 2012, was originally a coffee grabber. She was originally a coffee grabber? Am I saying something incorrectly?
No, I don't know. I can't see any of them. You're the one reading them.
Who's the coffee grabber?
And by the way, Jish, thank you for letting me know who Kathleen Kennedy was. I'll take your phone call, too, any day of the week. Steven, I love you. Just call me tomorrow. It's fine. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy. That's how I know that name. We used to talk about her on the Movie Mob podcast quite a bit because RJ hates Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, my friend does too. He used to bring her up a lot, and I forgot.
You know why I don't like Kathleen Kennedy?
What was that?
It's not because she's a woman.
Oh, okay. Then what is it?
Don't act so surprised when I say that. It's because she's a woman. No, I'm just kidding. It's because she's big corporate. Big corporate. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about big corporate. It just doesn't do it for me. Unless they want to give me a lot of money, and then I'll be like, I go to Walmart all the time. What else? Anything else?
Yeah, bottom feeder.
Bottom feeder, go.
I was rounding up those mean girls, LOL.
Stop.
I don't know what that means.
He's talking about being an ICE agent.
Oh, okay.
Stop. Stop. Line in the sand. It's YouTube, not Rumble.
Running scared motion pictures.
Yes, go ahead. I like that, Josh. I like both Joshes.
I think you just said bottom feeder just up to your YouTube. So there's some community going on.
I fully suggest that everyone who's in the comments should be crossing over, playing both sides. We are an omnisexual. Get in bed with each other. Or don't. I don't care.
Those are all the comments for now. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Any fun things?
We're pretty close to 9. We can spend about 10 minutes talking about what you'll be doing tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow, Bubba?
Tomorrow I am filming a TED-like talk in Boston, and then after that I'm going straight from the gig to Logan Airport.
Why are you going to Logan Airport?
I'm going out west. I'm going to make it in Hollywood. I'm going to Hollywood tomorrow.
Yes. Finally, 6 years after his initial due date, Edmund is moving to Los Angeles. I give it a week. I give it a week.
I think it'll be maybe
I give it a week.
1 week. We'll see.
I give it a week.
We'll see.
So what are you going to do in L.A.?
Tell
me all the fun activities. He's going on vacation, you fucking idiots. He's not actually moving out there. What are you doing?
Seeing my little sister.
That's cute.
Yeah.
You say little, and I always think of like...
Well,
Come here, Edmund, little sister.
well, yeah, I feel like whenever I say little, it means I have an older sibling as well, so that's why.
No, it doesn't.
No.
No, it doesn't. Little just means littler than you.
If I had one sister, I think I would just say my sister, right?
Maybe, unless it was like... No, because if you say my sister, oh, younger or older. Little just means younger.
Okay. So
And you grew up, and for a large majority of your life, they were younger than you.
much younger.
Still younger than you, but also like not a child anymore. That is weird. Like my little sister is like 27, so like she's not that little.
My little sister is like 26, so yeah. 26. Is she 27? Probably 27.
26, 99?
99, yeah.
Yeah. 26. She'll be 27
In
this
August,
year.
yeah.
November. That's cool.
No, maybe they...
See that? Cross pollination. That's cool. So you're going out there alone?
No, I'm going with my girlfriend.
Whoa! Whoa! There you go. Don't be silly.
We're gonna
Rap yo. Willie was the joke because he's going with his girlfriend. So, has she ever been to Los Angeles before?
She has, yes.
Oh, it's less cool.
Well, she hasn't. She doesn't really like it.
Have you been out there?
I've been there a few times, yes. Love it.
Boring. This is boring. So,
Well,
so why are you going there? Fuck you. Who cares? Little sister. FaceTimer. Just kidding.
Then Route 66 to Nevada. Gonna go to Death Valley. And then
Death Valley is not in Nevada.
I
It's-
know,
By the
yes.
way, it's Nevada. It's not Nevada.
I
What are you,
would say Nevada.
Fucking Thurston Howell the third of it. Those will be going to Nevada.
Yeah, then Death Valley. Seeing my uncle.
You're going to Nevada first and then back down to Death Valley?
Well, Death Valley.
That seems like out of the fucking way, bro. Death Valley is like east of LA.
No.
Yup.
It's northeast.
Google it.
I
Google it.
I have.
Nevada is further north than Death Valley.
No.
It is.
Well, I mean,
it is.
It borders it.
Yeah, but it's like you're going to Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
which is further north than Death Valley. Vegas is 2 hours
I gotta
north.
look at my itinerary again because I don't.
Dude, look at a map, bro. Look at you have a computer right in front of your face. Look at a map right now. I guarantee, just wait for the oh shit. He's gonna look at it and go, oh shit. Wait, so is that really the plan though? You're going to LA, then Vegas, then Death Valley?
Yeah, Death Valley is not even that far from Vegas.
Super far. Literally almost a continent away. If the continent is
It's not
Europe.
that far from Vegas.
If the continent is Europe, it's a country away.
No, it's not.
It's a country away if Vegas is France, Death Valley is Italy. Okay?
I think we're going to Vegas and then Death Valley
That's
for
a
a day.
crazy way to do that trip. And such a
Or
waste
2 days
of time.
in Death Valley. I don't know.
I cannot wait for the stream that we do when you come back because it'll just be me sitting here like this for an hour while you tell me about your trip to LA and then Vegas and then Death Valley. What are you doing in Vegas?
Seeing
You
my
gambling?
I may gamble like $40
Why would you put a number like that on it?
because I gambled $40 last time. I think I'm.
You went to Vegas to gamble $40. You could do that at Encore.
No, I'm going there to have.
You do that on you could do that on Polly Pocket there. What's it called there?
I don't know, Polymark.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Kalshi. Not a sponsor. Should be. Hit me up.
Yeah, just gonna go visit my uncle in Vegas too.
Oh, you have family in Vegas.
Yeah.
So you're going to LA to see your family. This could all be served with you can do multiple people on a FaceTime.
I have an Android, so I can't FaceTime.
Is that a flex?
Anyways, that's my story. It's not that interesting. Going for a long road trip.
Are you driving back?
No, I'm rental car is gonna get dropped off at Vegas, and that's where I'm going back to Boston from.
Not a road trip.
It's a bit. Route 66, get your kicks. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna see the world's tallest thermometer. That's gonna be cool.
Where is that?
It's on Route 66. I don't know.
I wish we still had shit like that in America.
Yeah. Dumb attractions that are gimmicky and silly.
That's like on like a road trip. Like America's so big. Americans used to just like travel America like as like a pastime. What is the thing? I think it's in Arizona. It might be in New Mexico though, where all the cars are like sticking up out of the ground.
Yeah.
Where is, you know what I'm talking about?
It's
What is
probably
that thing?
along Route 66. I don't know.
Maybe.
They're on like spikes.
Right next to the world's tallest thermometer. Who the fuck? What? You went curling recently.
Curling was fun.
Give
Yeah.
me something. Give me 5 minutes. then we'll go.
What else did I do? What did you do past week? Curling in the
That's
North
that's why I need you to say stuff, because I can't really talk about the stuff I've done yet. Because I've made some rather large moves in this behind the scenes world.
Shot an album cover in Providence. That was cool.
Is that what you did down there
Yeah, in Providence. Yeah.
with the band?
Yep.
That is cool, actually.
Did curling in the North End in Boston. That was more
The
fun.
curling thing, was it anything like the Olympics?
I was not as good as them, but yeah.
Oh my God! Huge announcement. Huge me. I can't believe I haven't said this yet. Huge. And if you're still here, great. If you're not, fuck off. It doesn't matter. It'll end up being a reel on Instagram anyway. Don't fuck off. Stay here. Stay here. We love you. I'm back doing interviews. We already have one recorded. We got one on the books. We got a couple more people that have already reached out to me, and I'm going to be doing more of these interviews with other filmmakers. So if you're seeing this, send this video to a filmmaker who you think should be interviewed by me on the channel, pre-recorded interviews. Surprised Lydia's not here. Yes, calling her out because she said she likes the live, and she's not here, and I'm very disappointed. She better be shooting a movie somewhere, regardless. But we are going to be doing interviews again, and by we, I mean me. Edmund will be there as well, hopefully, if he chooses to show up.
Yeah, I was at the last one. That
You were.
was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. We have a great setup, great studio space, great uplighting,
Great key lights too.
great hair lights, great every lights.
Yeah.
You think that one's good?
Mm-hmm.
It was cheap. The one we use, not so cheap. But no, it is a great studio space, great crew, great people. There's a God mic that I get talked to through
The control room.
the control. There's a control room as opposed to me listening to the sniffling, hacking, coughing crap. You see what I put myself through for this show, for you people out there in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Interviews are back. Hit me up. Send me an Instagram DM. Send me something if you'd like to be interviewed, if you got a film, whether I've seen it or not. Actually, if I haven't seen it, probably want to send me a link to it to watch, because I do not just say every film is good when the films are bad. Maybe I should start reviewing indie films. Let me know if you think I should start giving honest reviews of indie films, because God knows nobody has an opinion like me. But if you think it'll be too mean or hurt somebody's feelings, maybe just say, Nick, hold back on those. I don't know.
Can we say who we interviewed or who we're going to interview?
Nope, not yet.
All right.
When they release, they will release, because I never do that. I never talk about who I'm going to interview, because if it doesn't happen, then I look like an idiot. I don't like to look like an idiot. I like to make you look like an idiot. So I don't ever talk about people who I've interviewed or haven't interviewed. Plus, files get corrupt sometimes. Things change. There's issues.
Files do get corrupt.
Yeah. 20 minutes of footage
Not
could go
my fault.
haywire. Not this time. But it was also the first time for our newbie friend.
Hopefully the last time.
Oh, no. It'll be the last time.
Hmm.
It'll be the last time.
Yeah, that was a mess.
It was. It's fixable.
Yeah.
Fixable, and things are going to go well. Anyway, I love you all. Is there anything else? Anything at all?
Jish.mp4 says Nevada Cadavra.
Oh, Josh, I love you.
Amblarda says Nick is right about Death Valley. So there's two people wrong now.
That's the first time Amblard has ever said I'm right about anything. That's the truth. Go ahead.
Amblarda says, yes, please review films.
Oh, yeah, that's expected. That's expected.
Stephen Joyce, 100% do reviews.
Bro, I don't know if I
think
can.
you really should. You should be like critical.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can, because I don't want to listen.
That's not the
Guys,
attitude.
it's such a dilemma. It's such a dilemma. How about this? Let's not be mean. Let's do this the way that I like to do it. You're going to set yourself up for failure. So here's what we're going to do. This will be the reel. Ready?
Okay.
Swamp bing. If you'd like me to review your film on my indie Let's try it again. We'll take it back. We'll do a take 2. Ready?
3, 2.
What's up, everybody? Nick Williams from The Nick Williams Show here. If you'd like me to review your indie film on my YouTube channel with an honest review, send me a DM with a link to it. If you think you can handle it. If you can't, don't send me your film to review. I'm begging you. Do not do it if you can't handle it. Is that fair?
That was good, yeah.
Is that good enough? That should be the whole reel, right?
Yeah. Just maybe like some cut-ins, like zoom-ins and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, like I normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else?
Keith Prod says hi.
Hi, Keith. How are you, Keith?
Jish.
How's life in L.A., Keith? How's life in the West Coast, Keith? You ready to come home yet, Keith?
I always forget. Is he in San Diego or L.A.?
I don't know. You want me to give his fucking shoe size and social out, too?
Sure.
Hey, Keith, leave your street address. Please don't leave your street address. I'm joking. What else?
Jish.mp4. I've been waiting on the reviews. So we have people waiting.
Jish, make a movie and send it to me, and I'll review it, okay? You got to listen. It's still me. I'm telling you right now, it is still me doing the reviews. My mild undiagnosed autism manifests itself in brutal satirical honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Do not send me your film unless you'd like me to review it live. And there will be a lot of pausing, and there will be a lot of, I will go frame by frame and go, what are we doing? Where's the headroom? What are we doing? I will rip the film apart, and I will give honest critique and opinion. Or I could do what everybody else in this community does and go, this movie was really good. It reminded me of a lot of the movie that I saw that was really good. This movie could win awards. It's really good. What a fucking waste of time. How does that help anybody? For me, I'm going to go, yeah, because you know what? Because here's the thing. When you start being honest, you know what happens? You know what happens, Edmund, when you start being honest about film reviews?
People listen?
No.
No?
The filmmakers start going, here's why I don't, okay, I'm going to give you the reason why I don't do them. Here's why I don't do indie film reviews. Because the second you start doing indie film reviews, the indie fucking filmmakers start going, well, yeah, it was like we had like no budget, and then it was like gonna rain in like an hour, and so not an excuse. Not a fucking excuse. Make something within your fucking means. Plan accordingly. Plan better. I had no money. It was going to rain. It started snowing. My actor quit is not a good excuse. Fix it in post. Fix it in the edit. Change your story. Right within your means. Do what you got to do. I have to be 100% fucking honest when I'm talking about this shit, because it's not difficult to tell a good story within your means. But when you start submitting to film festivals, and if you're going to send me a film that you go, oh, this is award-winning, we got accepted by 900 festivals for my 10-minute short, and then I watch it and I go, I thought the mom had cancer. Why did we never come back to that plot point? What happened there? And your excuse for that is because it was going to rain later. Not a good excuse. Not a good excuse. Not a good excuse. People are always confused because I'll say that some movies that are very inexpensive or cheaply made, I'll be like, oh, that movie was so fucking dope. People think I'm joking, and I'm not. I don't lie. I can't lie. I just can't fucking do it. It drives me crazy. I hate fake people. I can't. This is why I don't like Hollywood. It's a whole fucking thing. Like I said before, I have no problem with the guy in the dinosaur suit. If your intention, and stepping on the toy buildings, if your intention is to shoot Godzilla, I would prefer that. I would prefer that than the fake emotional heartstring pulley bullshit that people do in movies that they never come back to, or the biting off way more than they can chew and then never having any story plots line up or do anything that make any fucking sense. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. I fucking hate it. I have no problem with cheap effects or low budget stuff. I like to hold people accountable for the shit that they can control like better storytelling. Tell me a good fucking story. Go ahead. What?
Keep Prod says he's watching this at work. So.
Oh, okay. So should I start saying racial slurs or things like that loudly? Turn me up. Turn up the volume, Keep Prod. I hope you got me loud at your desk at work.
He's clearly not editing. Maybe he's color correcting right now.
No, he works in like economics or something.
Oh,
He's the
good for
kid who went to film school, got a film degree, and then quit filmmaking right after spending all that money, and now works in a different field, but also moved to LA.
I thought he was like dual major.
Yeah, I will always give Keith Prod shit until he pulls his head out of his ass and comes home.
He said he turned it down. He turned down the filmmaking. I think there's no context. Okay, so he says new vape ?
Thank you for noticing.
I know. I'm surprised someone noticed.
You are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a small little tool in your hand, and
hey, listen, it's cold in here. All right, that's a good clip. That could be good. I like that small little tool in your hand. It's cold in here. Maybe that'll get clipped. Check the shorts within the next week. All right, now we're just bullshitting. All right.
He said he's never going to use that clip. I know him too well. There's no context. Thankfully, YouTube redacted that. I turned it down. He turned it down for you, for work. Dual major, no turned
YouTube
down
redacted.
the volume.
Whoa. We're being censored? YouTube redacted what?
No context, Keith. He turned down the volume. He didn't turn down the film career because he was saying bad things while I was at work. You want to talk about the new vape?
New vape. It's like 1943 in here all the time.
It's got a big pull on it.
Should cut to black and white right now. Zoom in slowly. I should get me some Venetian blinds. That's my Venetian blind face.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. I love you all. I think that's good. Next week might be a little bit weird. Might be a little bit Nicky by himself-y because
I will not be here.
Because you'll be driving back and forth from Vegas to Death Valley and trying to figure out which the right fucking way is to go. Send this footage. Send this episode to your friends and family. Don't send it to your family. Don't send it to your family. But yeah, we got some big things going on. And lots of big news coming up in the future. I love you all. I'll probably see you next Monday. If the stars align, if I don't die, and if you're willing to join me. Have a good night.